Hello and welcome back to the Zipzin YouTube channel, and today I am doing a full review of the Valorant beta. So far, obviously the game's only been out for a fefew days, but I've played a bunch of hours and I feel like I can give a decent opinion on how the game's currently going. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Right, so my initial thoughts on Valorant is it's quite fun. It's fun. It's a breath of fresh air compared to obviously Counter-Strike, which is my main game. I play I've got thousands of hours of Counter-Strike, and it's fun. Abilities are fun. Agents are fun. There's a lot of variety. You know, there's like 10 different agents or something. There's different weapons, and the weapons so far. I mean, obviously the meta has not been established like in Counter-Strike, so weapons all seem mostly viable except the LMGs because I don't know. It feels like every game struggles balancing LMGs. So, like in CS, the Negev isn't really viable, neither is the M249, and neither are the two alternatives in Valorant. They're expensive heavy, but I mean, it is what it is. But apart from that, I found pretty much every weapon to be quite viable, even the shotguns to be fairly useful. However, I would have to say that there is a few abilities which I do find quite overpowered. Certain certain abilities can be OP. For example, one of the agents, I completely forgot his name right now, but nevertheless he can just basically rain down like a missile strike on the area with his ultimate. And honestly, if you know, like let's say a team is taking mid and you have the ult, you can just take out the entire team with it if they don't react quickly enough. And you may not always be in a position to, you know, retreat somewhere safe. Maybe like the only place you can go, they can wolf behind you, they can ult, and then you can only draw into their fire. So it can be a bit powerful, but that you can obviously counteract it. Another thing is as well something that pretty much everyone's realized, that Raze, the ancient Raze is quite OP. She can basically fire like a massive rocket ultimate. But I mean, apart from that, like some of the abilities are quite underpowered as well. I'm not going to get into specifics, but they do need some balancing. And obviously, I assume just like in League of Legends, there will be a lot more agents coming into the game, and that will probably balance out. You know, during the esports side, I assume it's going to be pick and bans of agents, etc. But the agents are fun, and they can obviously be used tactically if you're playing with like a team, which brings another layer of like strategy and like it brings more strategy into the game. Unlike obviously Counter-Strike, there's a minimal amount of strategy you can prepare for in the pre-game. I mean, you can watch the team's demos, whatever, but you can't try and counteract their loadouts, for example, if that makes sense. Unless like they're running like 5 orbs, and obviously you want them to just get close and personal, or whatever. But you know, that's a bit different. To do the maps, there are 3 maps. I've played probably about 20 games of this game, and I have not. I've been playing Split, and the map of 3 bomb sites. I don't know what it's called. The third one, I've seen gameplay of it. I've never been able to play it. I've just not been matched in a game on that map. I don't know what it's called. Split is a decent map. I feel like it's very balanced. Like little underpasses are quite a cool idea because they can help both teams rotate. However, it's obviously, you know, the danger of, oh, if you go in, if they're watching it, they'll see you first. Like, it is quite an interesting concept, but obviously it's a risk-reward thing, so I think that's a good sort of map design. And I mean, apart from that, it follows the basic 3-lane system: mid, B main, A main, and then like 2 ways to get into each bomb site through mid. Now, the other map that I've played is a map of 3 bomb sites. Now, I just gotta say that 3 bomb sites is too many. I believe that 3 bomb sites is not fun in competitive play, because obviously you can still do the 2-1-2 split as you would in, I mean, any basic 3-lane map is, you know, you split 2-1-2. Got 2 guys on A, 2 guys on B, and 1 guy on mid. Just like, for example, I play Mirage with my teammates. However, here, because there is a bomb site to defend, there's so much more pressure on the mid player, and there are also a lot more ways to get into other bomb sites. Obviously, he can't physically just play more aggressive mid and take control, because he's going to be worried about the bomb site. So it just limits that player and makes CT side more difficult than the T side, which is something that I also believe will change as the meta goes. I believe that CT side, I believe the maps are going to be extremely CT sided, or defender side, however you call it, just because of how abilities can be used. People will find combinations of agents which will be able to just hold down the bomb sites so well, and like just basically kill time and just just stall the other teams to the point where they will have to hit just bang out headshots out the door if they have the chance of even taking the bomb site. And obviously that comes back to the point of balancing. But I mean that can obviously improve, and I believe it will improve. I mean, Riot is a track record. They do improve games. I mean, League is a game that constantly they bring new things, they bring news, they improve things, they patch things. I do believe that Riot will be able to do it. However, there is one massive issue with the game: the anti-cheat. Now, the whole thing they've been going for with Riot is they want to have the best anti-cheat available. Now, here's the issue with the anti-cheat. Their anti-cheat is very invasive. As in order to play the game, you have to restart your PC, and it installs a rootkit on your PC, which has access to all your files and runs even without the game running. Then, even if you uninstall the game, you're going to have to manually uninstall that anti-cheat, because it doesn't get deleted with the game. And it will be a program running in the background 24/7 on your PC. Now, normally, that wouldn't be as much of an issue. Actually, no, it always is an issue because it invades your privacy. But what makes it worse is that Riot is owned by Tencent, which is a company which practically works for the Chinese government and will happily sell your details, sell your information to the Chinese government and any other sellers. It's a big infringement of privacy. And people are saying it's fine because, oh, it's Riot. See, like, if you downloaded like a fan, I don't know, like an emulated game, or like a random indie game, and anti-cheat did that, would you happily install that? You wouldn't, because they can steal your data. They could take your credit card information, whatever. Like, so what's stopping someone from exploiting maybe exploiting a security exploit in the Valorant servers, the anti-cheat, and stealing people's information? Like, it provides a backdoor to a lot of computer systems that will be playing the game. So I believe that has to be changed, because it is a very big issue. And I know that a lot of people that I personally know have uninstalled the game and got rid of the thing just because of that issue, because they value their privacy. And I believe it'll be the same for a lot of other people. And like professional players, I mean, esports has gone like so big at the time right now. Is like, these people are well known, so they are targets for like attacks, like of hacking and stuff. Like, they could definitely be something that happens in the future. Obviously, I do understand that Riot and obviously Tencent, multi-billion-dollar companies, they have very high security, but there is always a possibility of like pro players like getting hacked, the information stolen or whatever. Like, I believe it's too intrusive. I would understand maybe an anti-cheat of that depth going into maybe a LAN tournament scenario. However, just I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert in computer systems. I know my fair share of like computing, etc., part building, whatever. But I'm not an expert in databases and netcodes, whatever. So I'm not so sure anti-cheats 100% work. But I know that this is very intrusive to people's privacy, and I believe it's a very big downside, which is why I also will probably stop playing Valorant for the time being. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. But I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I mean, the main issue I have is the anti-cheat, and I believe a lot of people have the anti-cheat issue as well. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Goodbye.